All right, so peace. We're gonna do this blog today. At I'm not gonna name no names on this one, but this individual, we went to eat, and this is like what I said. Like people can play that little slick ass that slick ass little covert game and try to make it seem like they don't be trying to disrespect you in certain ways. But this person and this individual to me was but irritates me about this bitch is she try to pretend to be like she's so smart, but she's just an average motherfucker. But they so smart, but they one of the type of people who the smartest person in the room type individuals. They want to be they the smartest person in the room, but you know I don't really know how to describe that shit. But all right, so we going out, and I just was like, all right, I had a long day, so I went out. We had a long day. I had a long day. Came after I got finished, and then I was like, all right, well, we're gonna go out to eat. I got a little extra money that came in, so look, I'm just gonna treat. It's for me, you know what I'm saying? It's on me. It's all good. So I'm just like making a thing. I'm just like, we gonna go to Red Lobster. Red Lobster it's a cool restaurant. It's not an upscale restaurant. I mean, it's a cool restaurant, but the thing about it is these people try to pretend like they upscale. You not upscale, yo. You make maybe 40 or 50,000 a year of that. If you was making so much money, you wouldn't have to have two jobs. And that's the shit that I'm saying. It's like, yo, you doing all right. And always talk about I don't want to settle. Settle for what? The fuck are you talking about? But really, the only thing I wanted to do was go to Red Lobster just to eat and talk. But the thing about it with me, when I'm there, I'm talking about ideals and plans or things in my life that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking or gossiping about shit or talking about a TV show or talking about stupid ass religion shit that you really don't got no real understanding, no real grasp of any form of religion. Only thing your religion based in is pretty much in man hating, because that's what you pretty much are. You a feminist pretty much that hates niggas. Only thing you do, you typical black broad, you hate niggas but love dick. You know what I'm saying? And the same shit that came out of this altercation that we had. But I'll get back to it. So we went out, and I'm talking about I did a couple features for some music. Also, just talking about shit. I was gonna go out to Cleveland and holler at my man's the 1st of April or whatever, just to shoot the shit and things like that, and a few other things and stuff. I just a lot of times when I'm talking, I talk about like ideals and things I'll do, or open up my life. That's pretty much it. So sitting around and having a meal. But you know what was so funny when I was talking? I could see this bitch cutting her eyes constantly through the conversation. But I could see little cues and little signals and shit that they do. So they she cutting her eyes and shit when I was talking about a few things and shit. So so the food come out. My food is alright. It's not great. The rice wouldn't, what I'm saying? The rice was alright. The potato was cool, but I ate it and I was hungry anyway. So I guess the steak was rare or something. I don't know. But what's funny to me is, which I don't think, to me personally, if you really want my honest opinion, I think the bitch was lying. I don't think that none of that shit. She probably ordered what she ordered, but she had an attitude about whatever probably that I was saying in the conversation that offended that made her jealous. So that petty ass shit probably came out through the waitress, because the waitress, she said something to the wait. The waitress was upset with her for in a way, and then she said something under her breath like, "Oh, if I'm in customer service, you don't like your job, don't do your job, or don't do the job." It's probably you're the vibe that you're putting off. But back to the story. So yeah, after a while, it's like she was talking about the food. Then her daughter or whatever ate the food, and she was like, "Don't eat that." And I'm like, and I just was like, "Well, shit. If y'all don't want to eat it, then I'm gonna take it home with me. Fuck it." You know what I'm saying? I just took it home. I got it in the refrigerator now. But like I said before, I was like, yo, you acting, you know what I'm saying? I just said before, I was straight up, I was like, yo, you acting like kind of like bougie and all that. And then here come the darts at me, which the darts was coming at me anyway. Cause I paid it in the meal. I wouldn't have paid $100 for this. I'm like, dude, I got some extra money. I'm just taking everybody out to eat. When you do it, it's not a problem. I've never said, oh man, I shouldn't have did that. So what's the problem? I just took it there. Oh, well, I don't know why people eat at Red Lobster anyway. So what? I just said I like to eat at Red Lobster, but I said, like, check this out, yo. You work at a, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the job she do. She a manager. She make decent money wherever she at. That's fine. But you don't got no money. I said, me and my dude, Mr. Price, he did 24 years in the Air Force. He was a senior. He got a house. I think he got a house in VA and in Texas. We sit down and have a conversation and talk all the time. Hell, nobody cares. The food must be good enough for him. So why wouldn't it be good enough for you? You sitting there scraping by. You sitting here working 2 jobs to try to scrape by and pay for a townhouse or an apartment. It's not even a townhouse. It's an apartment. You know what I'm saying? And it's an aight apartment, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not great. It's a cool apartment. So come on, man. That's these overpriced apartments. And if you really was making money, you would have money for a house. That means that you would have 15 to 20 stacks saved up for a down payment. You would have 2, 3 G's for a closing cost. You don't got that. So why the fuck would you be bougie about shit? You got an eye job that'll pay enough bills to get you to come back to work the next week. And that's fine. But what kills me about this broad is she the type of person who think that she's smart, or she's so smart. She's so used to trying to be the smartest person in the room all the time that people can't pick up on your little covert ass ways. And this, you know what I'm saying, it's these little covert sneaky ass ways, because she's always try to play like she's so real. And I'll tell you straight up, no you don't, bitch. You a sneaky, covert, little slick talking motherfucker too. So I just checked it and I said, like, look, man, you make it seem like, yo, you was hanging around, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying, you make it seem like some dope boys was taking you somewhere. Oh, oh, if they did, they'd know not to take me there. Bitch, ain't no dope boys fucking with you. First off, you mad overweight. Keep it real, you a cool person. You cute in the face, but you mad overweight. Any dude that's really got some real paper ain't fucking with you like that. So when it come back to reality, that in itself, and these niggas then out here ain't getting it like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, the dudes down there, nah. No disrespect. They ain't getting it like that. If that's the case, then yo, you would be in a better position. But yo, every last one of these bras that you meet, they always say, "Oh, I could get this and that from so and so." No, you can't. Get the fuck out of here. Can't get shit from these dudes because they ain't barely got it. Most niggas out here be fronting. So stop it. Just in general, the black community in general is a bunch of fronting. Niggas ain't getting it like that. Niggas struggling to make it. We all pretty much struggling to make it. So stop with the bullshit. But yeah, that's what I pretty much was just saying. I'm like, yo, you sitting here talking this shit, and then to me personally, once again, it was like a pride thing, or it hurt my pride. I'm like, no, it didn't. It ain't got shit to do with my pride. It's just I call out bullshit. Because really, in general, man, it shouldn't have been no confrontation about that shit. Just take the food home. You shouldn't even kept bringing the food shit up about the food. But I guess at my age, yo, I can just see through. I can see through the bullshit. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with you hurting my feelings. I don't care. I'm gonna go to Red Lobster again with somebody else, be it a male or a female, to just talk. They might think differently. They might love it. Who gives a fuck at the end of the day? And then always attacking me. Sit here talking about, oh, you take these girls, these girls to Red Lobster and you think they impress. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you talking about. You just an ignorant ass ghetto bitch that don't know what the fuck you talking about half the time. With the same old random nigga hating narratives. You deal with broke bitches. You ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? That dumbass shit all day. You don't know who I deal with. You don't know what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you so smart, but you're not smart enough to get your fat ass in the gym and work out so you won't fuck around and have health problems when you get older. You know what I'm saying? You won't do that. When I asked her to go to the gym, she fought me. You know what I'm saying? She had something to say about that. I don't want to lose too much weight. But you would drink all these alcoholic beverages all day. Fight you tooth and nail if it's something that you're trying to tell a person. It's just like, man, please with the bullshit. I mean, I can, you know what I'm saying? That shit is nonsense to me. All that shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? People see through all that type of garbage, man. Fuck out of here. Shit fucking ridiculous, man. What else I was about to say? Um, so yeah, all right. So we get out of the restaurant, and I got the last word, and I'm just like, so the first thing I was like, oh, well, can you take me to McDonald's? And I'm like, so all this bougie ass talk, and the first thing this motherfucker want to go to is cheap ass McDonald's, nasty ass McDonald's for some food. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing you want to do is disrespect Red Lobster. You know the contradiction in that shit. Or even when we was talking, she was like, "Oh, well, you could have took me to something better than this." Or then at the same time, talk, "Well, you could just took me to get a burrito." Dude, I just want to go out to sit down and talk to a restaurant and talk. And then the dumb bitch was talking about I was trying to flex. How am I trying to flex by going out to eat? You know what I was saying, and if you and like I said before, and this is another thing too. If you're so smart and you so upscale, and you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's like, even though I know that's not the case, I think this individual to me is somebody who has a fake high self-esteem about herself, but really she feel like trash about herself. You know what I'm saying? But she really don't have a high self-esteem. She really got a low self-esteem for herself. But she try to hide it with all this bravado, all this, I ain't gonna settle, I'm so tough. It's fake. You know what I'm saying? Not be the smartest person in the room one time. You know what I'm saying? If I see that one day, then I respect you. But you're the type of person that'll be working at that same job for 1,000 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You so smart, or you know so much and you cooking, but you still ain't got your business up and running. But you so bougie and so intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Ain't nothing about no pride. Ain't got shit to do with pride. You know what I'm saying? So we go out, we leave out of McDonald's. We leave out of we go to McDonald's, and I guess I got the last word in. I said, and then while we sitting here, she had to start a confrontation again, because I guess I was like, oh well, nah, this what happened. So we go, and he's just like, oh well, I'm not gonna get no rides no more. You don't have to take me to work no more. And I said, well, that's fine. But I said, could I get like $100 for my service? And she was like, no, we help each other out. I was like, look, you was supposed to be paying me before. You was paying me per week. You were paying me per week for the service. Then she tried to make it seem like the service, the rides was me staying there. I'm like, bitch, I got my own crib. And you talk about sex or cooking. I'm like, that's not an exchange, yo. I'll get paid to drive. But the agreement was paying 100 or 70 to 100 a week. But I said, that's fine. Just keep your money, no problem. But she kept trying to go and kept going. I'm like, look, you already said no. And she like, but this is what this bitch was trying to do. She trying to bait me into an altercation so I'll put my hands on her or something. And she put her fucking arm, she put her hand up like she wanted to punch me. She did it on multiple occasions. But this is the thing about this bitch. And this is shit that disgusts me a lot, bitches like that. Is that, yo, you put your arms up, but what you gonna do at the end of the day? Once again, nigga, you're not gonna have a fight to the death. You niggas is the police, you Asians. Only thing you're gonna do is press charges. You're gonna press charges, or you're gonna get one of these simp ass niggas. You're gonna trump up a bunch of bullshit and lie and get one of these niggas to try to come and have a confrontation. But like I said, with any of you niggas, if you're not willing to die, then don't just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing, because I'm not really one of these type of people, man, that's into all that love scrapping and shit. I can't stand you niggas as it is. So the fact of the matter is this. But most of you motherfuckers are police and Asians and snitches. So what, I mean, I wouldn't hit no woman to begin with. But it disgusts me when females put their arm up like they want to swing and all this other shit. Disgusts me, man. Because you're not going to scrap all out and go all out. So leave it alone with all that shit. But me, I'm not going to get baited into that type of nonsense. You can bait these low-level dudes, but it never will be me. But that was it. I dropped this individual off, but like I said, I'm tired of this shit. Peace.